The scale of this green culture was staggering. Geographers described Basra as a Venice of lush orchards, while Nusaybin boasted 40,000 fruit gardens, and Damascus a mind-blowing 110,000. From Spain to India, these peaceful sanctuaries birthed a floral legacy still blooming today. From 11th century Toledo and Seville, Muslim Spain created Europe's first royal botanical gardens. Gifted from Suleiman the Magnificent's palace, the iconic tulip reached Holland in just a decade.
The story doesn't end with the bandstand. Once Europeans had the kiosk concept in hand, garden designers ran with it. Humphrey Repton, working on the Royal Pavilion at Brighton, that pheasantry concept traced back to rooftop kiosks, so next time you walk past a glass conservatory on the side of an English house, remember it's a descendant of a domed Ottoman summer house centuries earlier in the gardens of Topkapi Palace.
Muslim towns were carefully designed around four key factors: weather, religion, law, and community. In hot climates, narrow covered streets, courtyards, and gardens provided vital shade. The mosque sat at the heart of life, with quiet lanes winding toward private homes. Nearby stood markets, libraries, and a governor's citadel, all linked by a maze of streets to the city walls. Muslim fortifications introduced loopholes, narrow arrow slits. Barbicans, taken from the Arabic Bab al-Bakra, forced enemies into deadly narrow passages. Bonding columns, timber beams inserted into harbor walls like steel reinforcement. Machicolations, gaps in overhanging parapets allowed defenders to drop stones and burning oil from above. Battlements crowned fortress walls, giving defenders vital cover. And Saladin's round towers were so impressive that the Crusaders rebuilt them as far away as Podzamczy, Poland. The genius of Muslim military architecture had quietly conquered Europe.
Step back in time to the old towns of Muslim civilization. At the heart of every town stood the mosque, surrounded by markets, libraries, and bookshops. Hospitals offered care, comfort. In Cairo, multi-story buildings rose with lush rooftop gardens, while courtyards and gardens brought beauty, water, and peace to daily life.
Master architect Sinan revolutionized Ottoman design, building for 77 structures across 3 sultans' reigns, advancing dome engineering far ahead of Europe. Rose windows decorate the walls above grand entrances, 6 lobed rosettes and an octagon window in Jordan, built in the 8th century. The Suleimani Mosque in Istanbul even filtered candle soot into high-quality ink used for calligraphy.
From windswept Bedouin encampments to the gilded courts of sultans, the tent was never just shelter. It was a statement of power, prestige, and identity. When Europeans first saw the Ottoman tent, they fell in love. Louis XIV filled his gardens with tents a la Turque, sparking a craze across royal Europe. From battlefield camps to royal dining rooms, the tent left its mark on history.
At the Alhambra's Court of Lions in Spain, 12 marble lions have stood guard over a fountain for more than 650 years, once painted gold. This same Islamic genius for water inspired the Banu Musa brothers, whose fountains transformed between lily, shield, and spear shapes using only gravity.
Muslim architecture shaped Europe in surprising ways. Captured artists like Lely's designed English abbeys, while Norman kings in Sicily fell in love with Arabic culture, blending it into their buildings. Even the Knights Templars churches borrowed their circular form from Jerusalem's Dome of the Rock. And in India, the breathtaking Taj Mahal.
Minaret comes from the Arabic Manara, lighthouse, not for ships, but for the light of Islam radiating from the mosque. By the 8th century, the minaret was already essential to Muslim architecture, its design splitting into a plain, fortress-like base topped by graceful, ornate heights. That same silhouette would soon reshape Europe. From Algeria's Khalat Banu Hamad to Cairo's Ol Jayushi Mosque, Islamic towers inspired the great spires of the West,